All right, so episode 25, we got Ayo back with us. As we all know this nigga was coming back. Steven is temporarily out of commission, currently being oppressed by his father. Not allowed to speak.
He's at the cookout.
Well, yeah, I mean, just because he's at the cookout don't mean his dad ain't watching over him, like just hawking over this man.
Blessing his door every 30 minutes. What you doing? just making sure your pants is around your waist, not your ankles.
Right, so right here at the top, I'm gonna go ahead and mention this for our return listeners. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, give us a like so we can get this out to more people. YouTube's algorithm's been fucking with a lot of podcasts, apparently. This is just shit that I've heard. But just say, what the fuck is that sound in the background?
Oh, can you hear the TV?
I can hear like
I don't. Is it the TV?
Well, I can hear the TV too, but I can hear also like the sound of like maybe there's a fan on it.
That was my girl in the kitchen. She was using the garbage souls on the sink. That's why I mute myself right now.
That shit is still going. It's
yes,
going
and Jinsei, I can hear the TV too.
Well, he said he hears like a fan going. You hear the fan right now?
I mean, it pops in and out.
I don't know, bro.
Like Io was muted a second ago, and it was still going.
I don't know. I don't hear it.
You got a fan on?
But it's like across the room. I got a pretty big room. You should be able to hear it. If you should hear the TV first before you hear the fan.
I can hear both of them. Well, it's not like a low hum like you would expect from a fan. It's more like a like somebody's on a laptop and the fan inside of their laptop is going.
Nah.
We'll figure this shit out. Anyway, like I was saying, Steven is not going to be joining us tonight. See, I can hear it now.
That was an explosion on the TV. That's the only thing I hear.
I hear. Oh, maybe it is the TV. Turn your TV off, Nick. Oh wait, you get your niece with you, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name again?
I can turn it down. Kenise.
We got Kenise joining us on the podcast today too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She said Kaho earlier. That shit was cute as fuck.
You're lucky I let her do that.
You let her, Nick? She control your life. One of these days we're gonna get her to do the praise, the shout to Io.
She definitely hit me with a skeety bobo just now, and it sounded way better than whatever the fuck Steven did last week.
Like, I mean, but that's just like the bar is so low for that though. Like, you could hear a car backfire and be like, "Damn, that was a better skeety bobo than fucking Steven did." But
boy, I also muted.
Yeah, hold on. I was before I got interrupted by you, punk ass. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, give us a like, subscribe if you really like us, like especially me. I'm here all the time. Just go ahead and subscribe. It's good. I'll treat you right. But like I said, we got Io here with us. We got Jinsei's niece just chilling, watching a movie. Messing up the sound quality, but it's cool because can't blame kids. I believe Io said he had something he wanted to talk about. What would you want to talk about, Io?
Yeah, I was gonna kick things off with a light topic. I don't know, like when you brought it up earlier that I was gonna be on.
Adjust everything real quick.
I was thinking in my head, like, man, what can I bring up to the table? Just for fun, for kicks. I was trying to think of like 3 topics, but unfortunately, I was only able to think of one.
Less intelligence. Cool. Go ahead.
It's a simple question. I was kind of thinking out loud.
Let me qualify that. By the way, I can say that because I am also black. Just in case anyone wants to get offended on his behalf, cut that shit out. All right, sorry to interrupt you, Aya.
Well, are you Nigerian though?
I ain't that black.
But we ain't getting into that. We all black folk here.
No, we're gonna get into it. We definitely were supposed to start at 8:00, and it's now 9:01. So
okay. Ija time is different than CP time. But anyways, light topics. Since you guys haven't talked about anime in a while, I wasn't gonna bring up a particular anime, but it was just gonna be an anime centric topic. Pretty simple. You might have been asked this question before. If you were to be a not necessarily even a player or not even a player, like a main person in an anime, but if you were to get transported into any anime world of your choosing, just be a regular person in that world, right?
Regular
Not
person.
necessarily the main character or a regular person. Like for example,
shit.
like let's say Dragon Ball Z, right? You just wanted to be a regular Dragon Ball Z person, right? Like a regular human being in a Dragon Ball Z world, right? Or like you can go to the world where not everybody's regular, like Naruto. Everybody's a freaking ninja in Naruto, so like I guess you can transport to that world. But anyways, the question basically would be like, if you could choose any anime world to be in, like,
regular
in terms of just being a regular, yes, whatever regular quote unquote is in that anime.
Well, definitely wouldn't be Dragon Ball
And
Z
why?
because every planet gets blown the fuck up in Dragon Ball Z at some point. So you'd be dead no matter what.
But in Dragon Ball Z, you could just become the strongest human. Like you could be
like Krillin.
No, but Krillin's not even the strongest human, is he? No,
he is.
He's up there in terms of he is. In terms of human, yeah.
For whatever reason, I still think it's Master Roshi, but whatever.
Master Roshi falls off like after Dragon Ball. I think it's the
comes back in Super, right?
He does come back in Super though. In the Tournament of Power in Super.
Yeah, Super like fucks everything up though. Come on.
No, Super just brings a scale. No, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, that's a purist. No, fuck that.
I'm not even talking about purity. I'm just saying, like, it throws several monkey wrenches into the machine. It doesn't necessarily wreck the machine. It just makes a new machine.
I don't know. This nigga Master Roshi killed like 50,000 people. I've seen it.
I think GT throw more monkey wrench than Super does.
Yeah, like we just pretend GT never happened.
I like GT back in the day, but anyway,
I'm just saying, like, go back to like Dragon Ball Z or something and put Master Roshi up against Frieza. Who do you think is gonna win?
I mean, everybody. Frieza is washing everybody except for Goku. Like, this is fact,
right?
So that's not even a fair question.
I'm just saying, like, take the premise. I mean, you got to consider everything. You're talking about the entire universe. You're not just talking about what you see on Super right now.
I'm saying that if Master Roshi continued to train, like Krillin continued to train, if Master Roshi got his potential unlocked, like Krillin got his potential unlocked, he's still dying the same way. He's still getting lifted up into the air. He's still screaming, "Goku!" Oh, as he turns to the black ribbon. But I'm pretty sure he's up there, Brett.
Up there, sure.
Pretty sure he's like, you could be the strongest human. You could be like we talk about relativity here. So in your little pond,
a little while ago, a couple days ago, I think we were just discussing how your ass would be like in a crater, fucking because the Cybermen keep blowing you up.
Look, Brad. First of all, let's be for real. If there was any real black characters outside of Oob in Dragon Ball, outside of Oob and Piccolo, right?
Yeah, Piccolo the real one, bro. He a real.
Right?
What about Mr. Popo?
So this Popo, that's darkness. That's Nigeria. That's different. Like, but anyway, so yeah. So if we talk about any real black people, 99% of the time, unless they're an overly prepared black person, they are not near the shit anyway. Like, look at the white man over there gathering up, about to go fight these aliens. I'm gonna take my black ass home. That shit is just not happening, bro. Come on, let's be for real here. Let's be for real. Like, okay. So, but if we are black men who have trained our whole entire lives to do this thing, and we've become the best fucking humans, whatever the fuck, I'm pretty sure, we gonna live our lives as like, the top 1%. It's just, are you the top 1% even though you're a regular person? That's what this is about. Like,
so is your answer Dragon Ball?
If I can be top 1%, like if I'm like, am I friends with Goku? Like, am I like, is that my boy? So when I know shit popping up, I can come back. Like, let's think about it for a second. If you know you're coming back, why are you hesitating to run out there to go fight Frieza? You not hesitating. You gonna do this little 30 damage. You crit, I get a crit. And then maybe when we get back, we can whip on them together. You feel me? Like maybe. That's what we're gonna do.
Valid
But
answer.
no,
Just
that's not my answer. That's really not my answer. It's really a hard question. It's not an easy. It's not an easy one.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the same thing. I wouldn't pick Dragon Ball. First of all, like if I had to go somewhere where I couldn't be the main character, but like I could be, I guess, like within the anime, like some sort of like have some sort of strength associated with me that is like central to side characters in the anime. I probably wouldn't go to an anime where there's like violence and fighting and shit. I go to like some slice of life shit. Cause I ain't trying to be no side character. Like I'm either the main course or I just leave me alone. Like I'm gonna go fucking go to high school again for some reason.
No, I wasn't even thinking about that. All the animes I was thinking about have sort of violence in it.
Life is definitely not it for me. I'm not.
I'm not trying to fight when like it's like, all right, I've trained my entire life, but the script says that I still get fucked up. Like, no, thank you.
All right, point taken. Okay, so you guys are saying ones that you wouldn't want. I was actually, for me, like I was actually gonna like follow up question to be like, which would be one that you wouldn't want either? And all the ones you mentioned, yeah, Dragon Ball, fine. To me, the one I actually wouldn't want either, My Hero Academia either. Like, okay, they say 80% of the people got quirks, right? Well, of course, in the anime, 80% of the people got quirks, but most of the people in the anime, they're civil. If you actually gave 80% of the people in the world powers, you know how crazy like crap would be? Like you imagine dictators and world rulers with powers, bro. It would not be cool.
It'd be chaotic.
It would just be bad. It'd be terrible.
But
with all the heroes and whatever, like
I would go to fucking My Hero, bro. And it's called My Hero Land in my head, right? I'm on My Hero Earth. Be a fucking villain. I don't care. I'm gonna be a villain. I'm top 1% villain. That means the script, as Kaho was saying, says it's gonna tell me I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back over and over and over again. You can beat me up all you want to. I'm coming back.
Didn't the one who like who erased Mirio's power, whatever the fuck his name is, Lemillion, didn't he get his hands blown the fuck off? Like he's never getting them back?
By the top 1%, nigga. Yeah, by
the top
1%.
He never get back though.
Hey, I mean you don't know that, but yeah, you know that, but you don't know that. Shut up. But I'm saying that's like villains attacking villains. Hey, we can find a nigga, bruh. You telling me you gonna go live slice of life? You still a side character, so when you find that major love interest, she's gonna give you 2 episodes of attention, and then be like, "Nah, the main character is the one." And that's just how you're gonna live your life as the side character in a slice of life. We can have negative.
Better than being dead and or missing my hands.
I'm coming back to life.
That nigga, I guarantee you, that nigga is not coming back in season 5.
He not. That boy is out of there. But
yeah, he's done. Like at least no.
Sasaki.
Yeah, I think that at least Overload. Yeah, this is at least in the fucking slice of life anime, I get to be like present. I don't get killed.
Right.
But like you go into any battle type anime, there's a chance that you're either getting injured forever as a side character, killed as a side character, or you just disappear as a side character.
I'd live in the redo healer verse because you know
you would be one of those people that the hero of recovery like fucking turns into a lust beast, and then you'd end up eating somebody.
I mean, but if I don't know because my mentality is like, am I really doing it?
Yeah, they die afterwards.
Okay, I guess I didn't finish the anime, so you're right. Guess I didn't finish. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, but you know, Brad, that's a good ass question.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate it. But
that's good.
I know there's so many. There's so many different directions. One of the reasons why I asked because I did realize it could take so many different directions.
We have some good answers. There's no balance. There's no balance here. We really need Steven to unmute himself and give us a terrible answer.
You can't.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Daddy watching, daddy listening. Big Bang.
Hey, so I ain't really checked in too much this season outside of My Hero, right? But I am watching an anime, and I wonder I wonder if, based off of me describing it, specifically to Kai, if he'll be able to figure out which anime I'm watching.
Let's hear it.
So I'm only 3 episodes in, right? First episode, the main character shows up and he like stops some shit from happening or whatever the fuck. Second episode, they fighting and he like saves the day. And at the end of the episode, lo and behold, his teammates look at him and was like, "Hey, you a bitch." And then one female comes out of nowhere and she's like, "You're a fucking traitor." Like, I was like, "Fuck, save y'all lives," or not lives because the stakes wasn't that high. But yeah, I was like, "What the hell is this?" Can you tell what anime I'm talking about?
Not with just that. Like
First 2 episodes?
Maybe like 60 animes that start that way. No, I couldn't tell you.
There's only a reason why I'm calling you out specifically, though.
It's probably because y'all probably talked about it before. Just guessing.
It's a dual layered statement because he's like, do this, and I'm like, I bet I'll do it.
Crunchyroll Break.
Yes. You recall the first 2 episodes now?
Yeah, but still, there's like a million anime that start that way. But yes, I can recall like all the episodes.
Yeah. So I was really taken aback by this shit because I was like, what the fuck? I'm also watching Tokyo Ghoul because I never watched it. And that shit is live as fuck.
Is it dope?
That shit is live. Bro, that shit is so live, bro. I can't believe it. Like, I'm actually like, why didn't I watch this shit? Then I look and there was like a fucking 3-year gap in between seasons. So I was like, okay, this is why I didn't watch it. But yeah, that shit is dope.
I only watched a couple episodes.
Yeah, I've only. Go ahead.
I said only watched a couple episodes of Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, first season is like, all right, cool. Second season, you're like, ah, damn, stakes really high. Oh shit, I can't believe this is happening. And then you get to season 3, and then like you go through the first 12 episodes, and it's like something totally different, and then it like switches. So then Steven's fucking opinion that he just put in chat about season 3 being trash is garbage because obviously he didn't finish it.
Oh, I was about to say it sounded like you was agreeing with him for a minute, but
no,
season 3.
Like you have to it's like a music composition, right? Like very common as of late. We've had these 5-minute songs, right? Where in the middle of it is a transition to a completely different beat, which changes the song completely. That is season 3. It's 24 episodes, 12 episodes is something. The next 12 is something totally different.
How was the execution of the transition, though? That's the real question.
That shit is seamless, like fucking Pyramid by Frank Ocean.
Oh, that's my jam.
Yeah. Yeah. So like seamless, like it's like you really get to the shits. Like you got to be like, sometimes you got to just like go along for the ride. You can't just because they changed up the formula, you got to like just stop fucking with it. No, you got to go along for it. You got to see where this shit gonna end up.
Exactly, see where it goes. Yeah.
It's gotta be
Some
missing,
people when things.
It's got to be missing something really fundamental if Steven, of all people, is going to say this trash. Like, are there no lollies in season 3 or whatever? Like, what the fuck would turn Steven off?
No, there ain't no lollies at all.
Okay. I mean, at all.
It's not harem based. It's not like there's a copious amount of. Actually, I want to say it's probably one of the first animes that was like, well, I can't say that, but like super homosexual at times. They also have a
free.
No, free don't count. That's different. Wet men are always a thing, no matter what. But what was I gonna say before you threw me off? Now I'm thinking about wet man.
I got that recorded.
Play that back.
What?
Play that back to his niece in a couple of years.
Chill. But what is it?
Hey, what's wet men?
What is it that right? Fuck y'all. Fuck both of you.
Hey,
I forgot what I was saying, bro. I forgot. I don't even remember where I was at. Now I'm stuck on wet man. You feel me? It's all good.
Oh, record that one too. He's stuck on him.
That's how it goes, man.
You talking yourself into a hole, bro.
Nah, bro. I'm sitting here sweating. Like, what the fuck? It's bullshit.
Well, I was gonna try to turn that one too. Go ahead.
Oh, I said they have a Hisoka in there as well. Like
Oh,
like
absolutely.
somebody who's like completely, he's like, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. That's what it is.
That was so weird, man.
That
And I'm
shit
only like
natural,
60 something episodes in 100.
you're lacking, bro. I can't.
I
You've been
know,
at
I
home.
know.
You've been at home for a year and a month, bro. What are you doing, dog?
I started the anime at the beginning of the pandemic, and I'm like 60 something episodes. I was watching God of High School and something else all like around the same time too, if I believe. Then
This
when
nigga
Attack
said,
on Titan started, then I was watching something else too. I was watching like
do
3 others
you
along
hear
with
this,
it too.
man? Do you hear this, man? Do you hear the flaws in what he's saying, Kyle?
What? Go ahead.
About him saying that he was watching weekly anime and it stopped him from watching some shit that is already out completely. Do you hear the flaws?
I was
Doesn't that follow the
because I
law?
wasn't okay. So
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, granted, I wasn't watching. I was all right. So I was watching the weekly anime. I was watching Hunter and Hunter the same time I was watching when the weekly anime came out. Most of the time. That's a flaw. You're right. That's what I was doing. So like I was like, oh, a new episode of God of High School comes out. I watch it, then I'd be like, okay, let me just watch an episode or two of Hunter x Hunter, and then that'll be it. And I probably should have been watching Hunter x Hunter leading up to the weekly episode, but I wasn't. I was doing something else.
All right, but here's a line of thought when it comes to that, and this is something that I had to get on both Jinsei and Steven about because of some bullshit that happened. But nigga, you watching like weekly anime comes out once a week. What about all the rest of the time you got in the week?
Like I said,
I mean,
doing
you
something
just
else.
say, like I say, if I don't feel like watching anime, I just don't watch the anime. Like it happens.
True. That's part of it. That mean part of that. Then part of I just feel like doing something else. Like, oh, maybe I'm gonna hop on the PS4 and play Witcher 3 or something, or
So
I'm gonna watch basketball, or
saying it's trash. That's what you're saying.
What this nigga saying?
You're saying Hunter x Hunter's trash. That's what you're saying.
No, it's not what I'm saying. It's just I know I have time to watch it because there's 100 and some episodes, so I'll just make time for it later, which is what I was doing, which is why I got 60 something episodes already.
I mean, what I heard is Hunter x Hunter's trash.
I need you to chill, sir. Come on.
Here's something that you may not know. I've never seen an episode of Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, there you go. So why are you ragging on me then?
Because that's what I do. Like, do you not? How long have you known me? Like, I'm just stirring the pot. That's all.
Now I'm banging on you because you've had plenty of time to do the shit. He's doing it just because.
Yeah,
legitimately just because.
Literally because I have a mouth and I can make things come out of it with noises.
You can make some things come too with that mouth.
All right, you have a fucking child like in your lap at this point. You need to stop.
No, she walked off already. We're good to go.
Okay.
Fucking dragging Raya's on TV, bro. She's occupied.
Yes.
What else? Okay, so let me tell people what's going on in 23 days. Iotunde.
You want to set this stage, and then are you gonna get into your rant thing after once I talk about that, so I can unplug?
Yeah, I'll give you a 4-1.
Okay,
I'll give you some.
So in 23 days, I'll be getting married to my beautiful fiance.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, all right. Hold on now. I don't need you getting all light skin on here, bro. Stay on your side. Stay on your side of the fence. Hey, Kaho, did you hear that shit hurt him to say? He was like, beautiful.
Cannot let the ancestors
she's sitting right in front of me, so I have to add the points a little bit. But anyway, yeah, in 23 days I'm getting married. Brandon will be there. He will make the drive from Cowtown to San Francisco, the city that he hates the most, where the little
Whoa. This shit is in San Francisco?
I text you SF Botanical Gardens. That's on you. You didn't see that?
You didn't text me that. I don't think you text me that.
Yes, I did. I did. You can check the receipt, but check the text. It says SF Botanical Gardens. First, look it up. and you missed it, that's your fault. Because even she asked me, like, did you tell him the location? I was like, yeah, I did. And I scrolled up and looked, and I said the location. That's your fault. Anyways, having a mini ceremony, getting married, 23 days. Only gonna be like 13 people there because of COVID. But it's gonna be in the San Francisco Botanical Gardens, small little thing. Brandon's gonna be my only friend there.
That's some crazy shit. Hey, but I let you niggas know. You think you up there, but you really not though. We've been rocking since like fucking since I was 4'2", my nigga. Like that's like, you know, been forever.
Real talk. Like obviously, you know, Brandon's a day one. It's just gonna be him and then some of my family, and also because if I invited my other friends, it'd be slight to them because it'd be like, oh, you invited that friend, but you didn't invite me, and I didn't want to go through all that because I know it can't be big. But I know that obviously Brandon stands out and he can be invited. He's not slighting anyone, and he's my longest friend, so you know, it is what it is. So yeah, it's happening in a couple of days, you know, life-changing event. A couple of days. I'm glad Brandon's gonna be there. He said he's trying to look better than me. I'm not sure how.
I ain't trying, nigga. It's not trying. First of all, let me just get it. Let me just ask real quick. Do I need to wear a specific color? What are you wearing, my nigga?
What are you? Since you said you're gonna look better than me, I should be asking you that. What are you wearing? I'll tell you.
First of all, bro, the man makes the clothes. That's just me, brother. Come on, brother.
Oh, okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
My essence is gonna make me look chill out. What you wearing?
I'm wearing
do I need to come black? Do I need to can I throw some white in the bitch? Do I need to go, you know, some floral colors? What you need me to do? Like, come on.
So, you know, I'm wearing like a royal blue suit.
I know your black ass ain't. No, hell no, Kyle.
What? Red blue's a good color.
Oh, his dark ass? Oh my goodness. Hell no.
Even better, bro.
If you have this nigga, if you have him wear black, it's just gonna be like, where's Aya? We're waiting.
Exactly.
He'd be like, I'm right
but
here.
It's true.
Is anybody else here?
But it's
the wind talking.
Aya, smile. Smile.
But it's true though. I've already been told, and the funny thing is, I don't even like wearing bright colors. I mean, this blue is not bright. I'm not gonna be glowing blue. It's a blue, but it stands out, but it doesn't like. I'm not glowing. I know for a fact because I've been told this by.
If you were to take royal blue and like on how bright it is from 1 to 10, it's like 1 being dark and 10 being bright. It's like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, it's really not that bad. I'm just fucking with you. You probably gonna look good, my G. You probably gonna look good.
Yeah. And you know, I've been told, and I know this because of my dark complexion. Brighter colors actually do look good on me. You know, the contrast it's nice.
I was actually hoping you was gonna do like a Nigerian thing, and you was gonna have to send me something. I was really gonna be ready for that, bro. I'm trying to do like shoes and everything.
That might be for a bigger reception, maybe next year. We'll see. I'll let you know about that. Bet. She actually wants me to get dressed in some Cambodian stuff. I'm trying to get her dressed up in some Nigerian stuff. You know, some culture clash and thing. You know, her mom was like showing me some stuff like you should wear some of the Cambodian stuff. I'm like, all right, you know, it's cool. Look comfortable. And I was showing her the Nigerian stuff, and you know, my girl, she's cool with the Nigerian get up, and I know you cool with it, Brandon. So.
Hey, this shit is a vibe, bro. Like that, the Indian outfits, bro. I be fucking. I had a manager. He phoned home and he got me an outfit together and sent it to me. You feel me? I was like, I'm trying to be. I said, I know you got you one of them oil fields out there. Come on, I know you got some money, brother. Hook it up. You feel me?
But yeah, it's gonna be, you know, just regular formal, just, you know, suits, everything, you know, come through. I know my brother's they'll do it. My brothers are gonna be there. Both my brothers will be there. I know they're gonna be suited up, and then both my uncles will be there. And one of my uncle's wives will be there, and that's my parents won't be there. So, but yeah, my other family will represent, and then her parents, and then 3 of her friends are gonna be there. So,
your mom not gonna be there? You said?
No, she's not.
Your mom still got them dreads.
No, bro. I know you just fooling, but come on.
Yeah, hey, you know what's that boy's name? What's his name? Eddie? Is that
Albert? Albert. It was Albert.
Okay.
Wait, this sounds like a story.
He can't tell the difference.
Go ahead and tell the story, bro.
This fool, I don't even talk. I haven't talked to this dude in a decade. Probably, I don't even know where he's at right now. But this dude I used to know in college named Albert. He's a Vietnamese dude. And he was a friend of mine. Well, he was a friend of mine in college, and he was over at my spot one time, and my mom was there. And us three being black folk, right? We know the difference between braids and dreads.
Yeah,
Mom had
yeah.
her hair braided when she was there. And then like this dude walks in. He walks in and he sees my mom. He's like, he's watching my mom interact with me or whatever. And like, he walks out, whatever. And then my mom leaves, or my mom goes somewhere. And he comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, man." This is how he talked. He talked like this. Like, "Hey, man, I didn't know your mom had dreads, dog." I was like, and then,
Hey, that shit. This motherfucker said this shit in a crowd of people, bro. He's like, "Hey, bro, remember that time I met your mama when she had them dreads?" I was dying. I remember that shit, bro.
I was like, and it, every so it was funny for two reasons. Funny because like number one, the dumbness of him not knowing the difference, right? But number two, like he was totally serious. Like he thought they were real dreads.
It was also the way he spoke. Like it was just like his mannerisms. Yeah. Like, it was like on some SoCal beach shit for sure.
Yeah, exactly. He's from Orange County, so like that's how he talked. So like, and everybody started cracking up. I just got this dumb look on my face, like, you seriously thought those were dreads? Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Bro, had me dead as fuck.
And it was dying. Actually, that was freshman year. If you were there, that was freshman year.
Yeah, it was.
Year, my bad. Yeah. If you were
there.
Damn. But yeah, that's where that comes from. So that's why.
Wasn't he your roommate in the dorms, or right? Or not?
He was my hallmate. He was in my hallmate, but not my room. Yeah, he lived down the hall from me. Yeah.
So yeah, so okay, I might have to show up in baby blue, just to outshine your ass.
Really?
Some baby blue. But I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm gonna throw together some shit. It's gonna be real nice. So I'm gonna throw together some shit. We're gonna take pictures, my nigga.
I mean, like I said, you can look good. Oh no, we got a photographer. We have a photographer, so it's gonna be it's real. We have a real photographer out there, so it's good. That was one of Devon's requests. She wanted to look good in the pictures too, so she got the real photographer.
Low key, I'm just kind of upset the shit is in SF, so like I got to get out there like 9:30 just to be there at 1:30. Be there on time.
I was actually gonna say, bruh. So is it a Botanical Gardens parking? We just went there last week. Parking sucks, so please get there early. Like I'd rather you be there an hour before 1:30 and just sit in your car than you running late. So.
Oh, brother, I'm coming early because I got the new whip. You feel me? So I'm about to be up in there real early.
Oh wait, yeah, I was hearing that in the last podcast. What kind of car did you get? I don't know if
you couldn't tell by Kaho calling it Batman and shit, but I got my Camaro.
Oh, okay. What year?
Yeah. Oh, it's 2010. All blacked out. You feel me?
Okay.
And you always get in there, we call that shit naked. You feel me, brother? You're like, you motherfucker. Ain't nobody driving that bitch. Ain't nobody driving that bitch.
No, you're gonna be cooking in the summer, man. You might end up being as dark as me, bro.
Come on, bro. AC work. What you talking about? But yeah, so I'm excited for that. Now you can let Divine hear this because this ain't really no beef or nothing. I'm just like, we gotta set this shit straight. Like, all right, okay. Hurry up.
Pay attention.
She around? She can hear me?
She can hear you.
Okay, you might be marrying my nigga, but that's my nigga. So I mean, to be honest, I'm really only letting you borrow him. Don't fuck up. Cause if you fuck up, we going through a egregious whole phase, and I'm gonna be right there with her. So you don't want that to happen. So don't fuck up as you borrow my nigga. I've been holding him down for life. So I mean, I ain't got no. We get cleats and we jump people. I'll stomp you out. I'll stomp you out. It ain't no thing. And you a fake Warrior fan. Like I'll really stomp you out there. It's like it's crazy. So I mean, that's all I was trying to say. It's like, yeah, I'm letting you marry my nigga. Because if you weren't gonna do it, I was gonna do it. You feel me, my nigga?
But it would have been like, Brand, like, still single? Yeah. You still single? Yeah. Well, what it means, bro. She heard it. She heard everything.
They'd
She
be
was a
like,
little
man,
confused.
like, man, my parents really ain't coming to this wedding.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. Hey, I'm excited though, brother. Like, I be like, I was like, hey, what we doing? I was like, I don't know. All I know is in 23 days, I'm going to a wedding. So whatever else, I don't know what we doing. But I'm gonna be gone.
After that, we are having like a tiny little. I don't even want. We're having like a backyard reception, backyard picnic, whatever you want to call it. Right after the ceremony, it's gonna be at our place. We have a little area where it's gonna be done big. Just get some food together, chill, kick it. All, that's it. All because of COVID. We can't do too much. So yeah,
It's
that's
all
after.
good.
Very excited too.
You can also tell her I'm really upset that she ain't got like no single friends to show her. Like everybody she got going is married already. Like what kind of BS is that, right, Kaho? Like she act like she ain't seen the wedding planner or any movie surrounding wedding.
I mean, you're supposed to have at least one or two bridesmaids that are just like rearing and ready to go.
You feel me? Like what's wrong with you? What are you doing?
Like, oh,
I don't know.
Ain't none of my bridesmaids putting out.
It's not her fault. She can't be controlling their lives. They live their lives. Like, dang.
How many friends she got? She got 2 friends. That's it.
Could be 3 friends that are coming.
I thought this nigga was about to say she only got 2 friends. That's it. Invite some better friends.
I'm just playing. But still,
Hey,
you know the game.
I know. But yeah, that's just how it worked out. It is what it is.
Hey, I just hope y'all ready because I'm gonna be fucking shy. You feel me? Like I'm just gonna be shy. That's just gonna be my vibe. I'm gonna be shy as hell. You know what I mean?
I know. You and me are similar, right? Like in terms of when we get around new people, we don't interact around new people that much.
Yeah. You feel me? Like I'm gonna be on my own little thing. I don't really know what y'all be on. What can I talk to y'all about?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's
So
fine.
you really about to be this?
No, I mean
the mysterious figure off in the corner of your bed,
dressed up, looking fucking gorgeous. But yeah, I want everybody to be like, "Who is that nigga and what he got going on?" Should we be worried? Or do we need to make sure he's comfortable? Like, what do we need to do? Do we need to cater to him?
Oh, if you remember, even though it was a long time ago, one of my brothers has met you already. We played basketball with him a while ago, if you remember.
I met both of your brothers, if you remember. I think I met your oldest brother at graduation.
Oh, that's right.
Right, and then is it Ime?
No, that's my friend. My brother's name is Wale.
Okay, Wale. But his actual name is what though?
Wale?
Yeah. So yeah, we played basketball where we was talking about how, he's just like the better version of you or whatever the fuck. But yeah. Or whatever Sean was saying. I forget whatever he was saying.
Basically, yeah.
But yeah, I've met them all separately, but like not together. I've never seen them niggas together.
Oh, okay.
Because your older brother stay in Boston?
He went to school in Boston, but he lives in Virginia, DC now.
Okay, yeah.
So he's flying in. And then you met actually. Oh, you actually met one of the uncles that's coming. You know the uncle. He picked me up from high school.
Oh, the one that worked at Target?
Yeah, the one that worked at Target. He's coming.
Oh, that's the homie. His eyes was always bloodshot red. It didn't matter what time of day it was. My ass was always tired. You feel me? He was working hard. You feel me?
Yeah, he got 2 kids now. They can't come, but yeah, he's got 2 kids now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so he'll be there. So he'll probably recognize you too.
Oh, I'm with all that. It's good. Like it's, what I mean, like we're gonna eat, we're gonna chill. It's gonna be low key, like how we get down.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I said, like even if we didn't have COVID, like especially her, like Devon, she said she wanted something, but she didn't want something too huge or expensive anyway. Like we was all about saving the money. So like I think even if there wasn't a COVID, we would have kept it pretty low key in general.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Y'all 23 days. 23 days and 13 and a half hours. Your ass is married.
Yeah.
Let's say what's the next move? Like what's the thought process after that? What y'all doing differently?
I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, we live together now, right? So that's obviously not gonna change. I don't think too much is really gonna change. I mean, like at least for the near future, like just I mean her last name gonna change, of course. She's gonna have a very ethnic name now. Um,
You gonna see her name is black on paper for real.
That's true. Her name is really black.
Her name is Devon Kajupai. Like, damn, I know this African ass woman. Where's she at? She gonna pop up.
Right.
Oh hell
exactly.
no.
I mean, I don't
You
think
the
I mean, obviously, with marriage, we obviously going to expect the commitment. Obviously, the relationship's going to evolve in a different way. But I mean, like,
if this is what I'm getting at, and this is praise for Devon. If Devon has always acted as a wife, then nothing changes once y'all get that paper that says you guys are actually married, because she has always presented herself as the wife.
Yeah.
So good job on her. Like, and my nigga, you've always presented yourself as husband type material. So, I mean, ain't shit really changing. Just, it's official. Like, y'all you file your taxes differently at the end of the year.
Right.
Hey,
exactly.
I don't know. That sounds kind of detrimental to you, though. Come on, bro. Get all that secretary dollars. You can't be getting taxed like that.
You can still file separately even if you're married. You know that, right? If you want to.
I didn't know that.
Still file. You can still put married, but you can just say married and filing separately. You can do that.
Well, I didn't know that. They didn't give me those options when I filed my taxes. How you file your taxes? You must go to Nigeria.
Married?
TurboTax, bro. Just simple.
I ain't never seen it. No, I've looked at the options. It tells you how you want to file when you look at it, Kaho.
I filed my taxes every year of my adult life. I'm saying, like, yeah, I don't know. It's weird that you haven't seen it.
Oh, it's a drop down menu now because it's on the app. I just haven't. I guess maybe because I know exactly what I'm going to. I don't really look into it. I just thought.
But you've seen it, Kaho.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I don't use TurboTax. I use H&R Block because TurboTax is fucking lame. But yeah, I've seen it on.
Why is TurboTax lame? Tell me why.
Because they have a lot more. Just have a lot more shit for you to go through. It's not as concise, in my experience.
This is my first year filing with them, to be honest. I always go Jackson Hewitt. You feel me?
I
think personally it's a preference thing, but I get it. I get what you're saying. Okay.
I want to say for like 6 years, I went through both of them, and I would, or not both. I didn't go through both of them, but I like put my tax info into both of them. And every single time, I always got more back with H&R Block, and I never got audited.
I'm all about that non-audit life. But so when we talking about kids, though, when we talking about like how long we gonna wait on the kids, bro? Because me and you was up there, and me and you, I think, is the last two out of the whole entire group.
Really?
I think we the last one, bro.
I know. Jared obviously was first, right out of high school.
I think through his girlfriend, Josh has a child. Girl, if you don't get, hold on. All right.
Wait, Andrew don't got
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I ain't really talked to Andrew.
I haven't talked to Andrew in a while either.
I just know old girl lost a lot of weight.
Oh, his girl lost a lot of weight?
Yeah.
That's cool. Who else? I haven't talked to Walter in the longest time. I'm not sure what's up with him. But
you got a means to talk to Walter because I missed that nigga.
You know Walter too?
Not your Walter, Kaho.
Oh,
this is little Walter. This is I'll fight a woman any day of the week, Walter. Like that's
what?
That Walter.
Yeah, that's another story right there.
Yeah, Walter who liked them girls thick. Extra.
That's not even gonna bullshit you. He don't like him thick. He like to walk around with the women to where he look like the number 1 and she's the number 0. So they 10 whenever they go everywhere. I remember, bro, one day, I think it was at his apartment complex, and his girl, they had gotten a car, right? She a big girl. Their car wasn't that low to the ground, but when they was leaving the complex, it was going down the hill, they had to go over like a little bump and then into the street. And then me and the homie was outside, and it was like, man, it's like you could tell she a big girl because her voice hella cute. You heard it, right? I was like, yeah. So it was like when you know they when you know they're gonna come by? I was like, we'll know when we see them. Car pull up, get into the road, and that shit hit the ground hella hard, like scraped the car hella. It was like that's some shit only me and Andrew I think remember because we was the ones waiting. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's them right there. Let's go, friend. Yes, sir.
So basically, in a way, basically, Kaho, you don't like him thick. He likes him fat. He likes fat girls.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. I might have me.
Fat girls need love too.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's all about potential,
pay.
bro. That's all these niggas say. They gotta pay. Not for Steven. He pays, but yeah. It's all about potential, you know. You see how these women be looking. You see, bro, the BBLs is like real common nowadays. You feel me? So it's like,
wait, BBL?
Yeah,
the Brazilian butt lift.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what all the girls are doing now.
Yeah.
Hella comment. Also, this is something that I didn't know previously. Wearing high heels is kind of like cheating when it comes to like a woman in her ass. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
So who has deceived you? Somebody deceived you. Tell the truth.
Many.
It's like that woman who's wearing those. You're like, damn, look at her. Get out that ass and them jeans, and then she take them shits off, and that shit just explodes out. Hold up. This isn't what I signed up for. Is that
by
a
the
girl?
way, Steve, I don't know if Steve is trying to contribute. He said what? I don't know what he said. What to?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's over his head. It's over.
Ignore me.
Just make sure you record it, Steven. You better not fuck this up. I'll be very upset. Very upset.
No, but for real, like
I
want to say like within the past 2, maybe 3 weeks, it was when I learned that wearing high heels is like a thing that that women will do, like they'll suffer in order to accentuate their ass. I did not know that.
Maybe that's why a lot of girls be wearing, or some girls wear heels literally for no freaking reason. Like in the middle of the day, going to the freaking store and you in some heels. Like, why?
I don't know, because if we talk about me, I get dressed to go everywhere. You just never know who you're running into. You feel me? You just never know. You might find it like think about it. Like you didn't go to the spot where you met Devon thinking I'm about to find my wife, but it happened.
True.
Tonight I might meet my next ex-wife.
Point taken.
So yeah, it's like, so yeah, you just, bro, like people be getting at me like, bro, why you wearing your Yeezys out to the motherfucking, like, why you wearing your Yeezys at work? Like, yeah, I gotta look good at all times. I don't know who's gonna walk in this motherfucker and spend $100,000 on a register and want to take care of me for the rest of my life. I don't know.
So you don't know when the baby mama, or not baby mama, the sugar mama coming through. Okay, for sure.
Never know. You feel me?
I mean, but what if the baby mama want to be the sugar mama, or the sugar, or vice versa, sugar mama first? And like, you know what?
I was actually thinking that.
Kids, nigga, let's go inside.
I mean, in all honesty, I've probably been ready to have kids for like 10 years, so that really ain't a big thing. As long as the connection is there and seriousness, like, you already know.
You said that, Brad. Actually, I'll piggyback off of that, Brad, because you've hinted at it a couple times during the podcast or whatever. Obviously, you're a single man out there in Cal country doing it big, So, like, what's the scene for you right now, bro? Like, what's the in general? You don't have to incriminate yourself. I understand, but just in general.
By you saying that, I'm already incriminated. But anyway, I digress.
Oh,
really.
I'm saying, you could be general with it, like,
bro, don't tell yourself. But hey, tell me what's popping. What it look like? What it look like? Where the hoes at, man? Where the hoes at?
Oh, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, basically, how are you playing the field? Are you playing the field? Are you?
I was having a intimate conversation with Kaho yesterday about being courted in a specifically unique way, and I come to Kaho for this because, like, as similar as we may be, we do have very stark differences. And me being like, Kaho's light skinned, I'm light skinned, but Kaho's, he like Drake said, light skinned, but I'm still a dark nigga. Like, that's Kaho, right? That's Kaho. So instead of me thinking with my emotions, I come to Kaho and be like, hey, break this shit down for me. eliminate all that. So, I've been getting courted here and there, but I ain't gonna front. Like a lot of shit just ain't sticking. Like, and I've had specific rules. Like you have to, as a woman, you have to come to me first. Like, cause I can come up to anybody and be like, "Hey, let me get your number, blah blah blah. Let me waste your time for 2 months or whatever the fuck." But no, as a woman, you come up to me, you find that bravery within you. You come up to me, and you say, "Hey, look, I like you, and I want you." Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna think about it.
You know, that's basically what Devon did to me.
I think we had this conversation.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for it though, so.
Well, I guess since we did talk about us getting married in 23 days, but yeah, that's basically how it happened. I was out with some friends in San Francisco. She was with her cousin, out, and like, I was chilling, and she just walked up to me, and the first words that came out of her mouth was, "I'm watching you all night."
Oh, what up, Devon?
Oh, so she a stalker. She had like little binoculars hanging from her neck or something.
With a spotlight, my nigga, because it was dark in there. You feel me? Like,
No, yeah, it was.
feel me?
She can still hear you, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure. Shit, you should have been like, obviously, get that fucking light out my face. You should have been like that. But
she did. She just said like, I actually couldn't tell how dark you were because it was dark, but
then she got closer. She's like, "God damn, what I give myself to?" The black hole is just pulling me in.
Shit, it's a black hole. Oh, that's the person.
Hey, but I'm saying though, so like automatically off rip, like you was like, "All right, bet." It didn't matter. It didn't matter nothing. Like none of that shit mattered. Like hey, she could have had a toe missing. That shit don't matter. She came up to you first, and she was like, "Watch your ass all night, looking like a little Nigerian snack." Want to bag you up and take you. You like, hold up, bag me up, ma'am, or whatever game she was spitting. You feel me? Like, hold up, Devon. Let me find me one to use. Hold up. Nah, let me stop playing. So I've been chilling. To answer your question,
pattern here before you continue, I'm noticing a pattern.
Okay.
Didn't Alice like not give Jared any option?
she for sure was like, "You gonna be my boyfriend." He was like, "All right, bet."
But that's Jared though. Like,
yeah, dude, I bought this nigga an iPod. You feel me? Like way back in the day. You feel me?
Exactly.
Cali,
like that's Jared. Like, okay, but no, like, yeah.
California.
Okay, I get it.
So I've been chilling, and I've been chilling for like the past month, and my chilling period is supposed to end in a week. As of today, I just noticed. Goddamn. And I'm supposed to come out of this shit thinking of what I want to do next.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been stuck in this loop of like, damn, okay, so we close or whatever. I was like, well, first off, it was like, damn, if I get in a relationship, I think I'm gonna be ready. Like, shorty got to be ready to like possibly have kids within the next 6 months, like off top, right? Then I was like, man, I need to let me chill off of that, right? Because I don't want to like
paternal.
I don't want to
6 months.
I don't want to make like I don't want to have to give shorty the visitation rules because she can't have my baby, and don't let it be a girl. Like she got the weekend privileges. I get the rest of the week if it's a girl. Like facts. Any kids really. She got to sign the little paper, the waiver, and everything. But so I'm like I'm off that. So like maybe I date somebody seriously, and if it don't work out, it don't work out, and I don't look at it as like okay, I wasted however much time it was or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. And I get you. I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like it's just the whole combating the whole I'm running out of time. And then I look at my nigga Kaho and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not running. Then I look at myself in the mirror and I was like, bro, I don't look a day over fucking 20. Like, what the fuck? Like, come on.
Hold up, what the fuck are you implying?
I'm implying that you are older than me by 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no it doesn't seem like because I won't speak on you because like I know how you think it doesn't seem like there's a thought that I'm running out of time to I need to hurry up and have kids. Like that thought doesn't cross my mind when I think about you That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah. No.
It's like I need to hurry up, do this. Because I remember when I was younger, you remember this shit. I was like, damn, okay. Me and old girl, I'll be ready to be married, have kids 21. Like I'm ready to go. 21. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
you said, yeah.
Yeah.
You were saying, I remember you saying that you thought you was gonna have like 2 or 3 kids by 25.
Yeah, like because I know the dynamic of I had the dynamic in front of me of being younger
Mhm.
and being more understanding to what that generation will go through. Like the older you get, the more skewed your perception of what how shit is. Like it's like you can see how different your grandparents approach you from your parents, and how your uncles who might be younger approach it from your parents. You know what I mean? Like they have
Right.
some people have more understanding. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
My mom was 21 when she had me, so like
Mhm.
if shit was bad in school, she literally just like she in her mind she just went through it herself. She already knows how that shit is. Like whether it be you actually being a badass kid or you got some fucking Spanish teacher hating on you, whatever the fuck it may be. You know what I mean?
Do you remember
Come
that
on,
story with the Spanish teacher?
bruh, I'm saying, listen, Kaho, the foreign teachers in the Bay Area are like garbage. I got,
Garbage.
bruh, listen. The class is acting up, right? This is Spanish class. I think junior year in high school. Class is acting up. They going crazy. I'm sitting there, I'm chilling, like, but I'm closer to the teacher. Like my desk is next to her desk, right? So the class is, she's like, oh my God. She doesn't say, oh my God. It's like she's going in. She's like, I need you guys, stop it. Stop it, right? And then she snaps, right? Like, she's like, adios mio. That shit made me laugh. Cause that was it, bro. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. You get out of here. I was like, damn, what did I do? She was like, you're laughing in this situation. Bro, I was like, and the whole thing was they was getting on her because her ass went on vacation. She came back and she was pregnant. But when they asked her,
Oh,
when they asked her about her being pregnant, she was like, I'm not pregnant. Like, why would y'all say that? Her ass was pregnant as fuck. Like, like hella pregnant. And it was just her saying adios meals made me fucking laugh. She kicked me out. Then the French teacher, my nigga, I don't even remember this woman's name, but this is the class me and Jared got tight in. Like, that's a whole nother story we gotta get to. But yeah, so she didn't even know our fucking name, bro. She called us the little black boys.
Oh,
the fuck?
Yeah, my mom had a field day with that shit, bro. She had a field day. I want to say she came up there so many times, and this nigga Io came up to me. He was like, bro, what is with you and the foreign teachers? Like, goddamn.
yeah. I remember the Spanish one specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was there for the French one.
You was French one was senior year. You was definitely there.
Oh, really? Oh, shoot. Okay. Yeah, that.
But yeah, bro, it was some shit, bro.
I get what you're saying, though. So you basically you want to be a younger-ish dad, right? Like in general, so you could be more
I don't,
relatable.
I don't want my kids whooping me in basketball on day one. Like, what the fuck? Hell nah. Could you imagine? Bro, what did your son come out, bro? He dunk on you at 13. Like, what you gonna do? You can't do nothing.
You know what I'll do? I'm throwing that man into the NBA, bro. Make sure he get paid. In every little thing. I'm like, I got the next Hakeem Olajuwon right here, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But still, no, I'm talking about your pride is, once you
I feel
beat your
it.
dad, bro, once you beat your dad, it's raps for him. He knows it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He knows. Yeah, I know. It's the pride thing, especially with men, right?
Yeah. You be like, next day, you be like, take out the trash. You be like, no, you take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how about you score more than 4 points, Pops? You feel me? Like, you can't, you got to go in.
It's like, all right. You know what? Good point. But where's my pistol?
Yeah.
Just get that belt out.
Hey, what's the Nigerian whooping tool? Like what's the go-to for the Nigerians?
I mean, so it's either it's like 1A or 1B. It's the fat wooden spoon or the belt.
Oh, okay, bad.
You know the wooden spoon, like you all seen that fat, stirring spoon that you use. Yeah, like that's the one that hurt. And then the belt. You can master, when you get older, you start mastering your mom and dad's like butt whooping skills. You can master the belt one first. You gotta like level Get that level first before you master the spoon.
This man Steven asked me, "Who do you like, Brandon?" And I'm like, "Okay, what do you mean? Who do I like? Because I like everybody. This is a fact.
Yeah.
There's not any people that talk to me that I dislike. So,
Who do you love?
The women, bruh. The women. The women, bruh.
Yeah, go ahead. Incriminate yourself. We're on recording.
Exactly. I just told him I didn't want him to incriminate himself. He gave me a satisfactory answer.
When you go to court, and you be like, yeah, we have all right, reach here that you killed Jinsei. Like, yeah, he was on his podcast cheating on me. Like, all right, you're free to go.
Yeah, nah. It's just legit. Like, I don't know. I couldn't even say I've been dating, bro, because it's like so passive. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's one of those things. Like nah, just chilling.
Hey, Steven, do you know what the word incriminate means, Steven?
You know he doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
All right. Let me explain it for you, or let me put it in a way that you would understand. Say you're on here, you're able to talk, and your dad says you're not allowed to do the podcast, right? So, or you're not even allowed to listen to this podcast. So we're on here doing the podcast, and Brandon or Jinsei just starts saying, "Hey, Steven, I know you listening to me." And you know, at some point, your dad is going to listen to this episode. You just you type in furiously, "Stop! You're going to get me in trouble." And he's just like, "Hey, Steven, I know you listen. Here's a question for you. Stop! You're going to get me in trouble. No, fuck that. Answer this question, Steven." Like, he's incriminating you at that point. What you're doing is asking him to incriminate himself. That's what incriminate means.
He's like, what?
I hope he got that.
What?
It's a good example too. I hope he got it. It was simple enough for a lot of people to understand, but I've learned that Steven is not a lot of people.
He's be like, "Hey, so that's what I've been doing this entire time."
He's definitely been incriminating his relationship with Tiffany this whole entire time.
Wow, my whole life.
I've been hearing him incriminate himself on previous episodes. It's pretty funny.
He incriminates himself and his girlfriend, like, nonstop.
Does he know that she actually might listen to one of these episodes?
That's just gonna be funny as fuck.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't listen to it like out of like, I would say it's probably like out of spite of him. I'm pretty sure we take up some time that they're supposed to be together on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's either that or
baby, I gotta go talk with the boys.
Yeah.
Spaghetti. You know I love spaghetti.
This man is so stupid, dog. I swear. Hey, what was we talking about, bro? Because we all over the place. Oh, me. That's right.
It was you, yeah. I was actually gonna say that, like, we're at that age, like you don't, kids stuff aside, like, you know what you want, and like, not 22, 23 years old. You're not a young, exploring or whatever. You know what you want, so it's easier to decide now when something comes along whether it's for you or not. So it's like, I understand when you were just like, when things could be passive, because like, people come along, but then you realize like, I'm not really, you don't really dig deep or invest because it doesn't really give you the vibe of something that you want, so you don't invest in it anyway.
Correct. And it's like, it's also two way. It's not black and white. Like it's like the areas of gray that I like to operate in from time to time. So it's not really like, okay, this is what I want. This is what this person has to have right now. It's more like damn, I can see you doing this in the future, and I'm attracted to your potential overall. Sometimes that outpowers just like the person who got all the shit. Because one day we used to talk about the shit all the time. Like, damn, I'm kind of jealous of this nigga Jared. I would love to be fucking nanny at the house. Like, I'd wear the apron, be butt ass naked, wait for you to get home every day. Like, you feel me? Like that would be me. But at the same time, it's like when somebody does come along and it looks like they got all their shit together, you're like, hold up, where's the room to grow here? Because maybe it's the pride as a man. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's hard to describe. What's your take on this, Kaho?
Well, I mean, if I have to look, all right, there's two ways to answer this: objectively and subjectively. Obviously, the subjective part wants to say, like I'm a man, my pride, etc., etc. But then the objective part wants to be like, I mean, like if she got it like that and she trying to make me like, live a life of fucking just like an easy life, a life of not having to worry about going to work. All I got to do is clean up around the house every now and then. Like I got my hobbies. I can work out whenever the fuck I want to. I ain't got to worry about like if I work out today, am I gonna be too tired to go to work tomorrow? Shit like that. Like the objective part of me is going to be attracted to the luxuries that it would afford me. And I don't mean like literal luxuries. I just mean like quality of life luxuries, right? But then the subjective part of me, of course, is going to be like, well, how do other people see me when it comes to this? Luckily for me, there are very few people whose opinion I will actually let influence what I do and, how I look at things. But if I had to like answer gun to my head, like if some chick is like, hey, sugar mama right here, but you ain't allowed to work. You gotta take care. When we have kids, you gotta take care of the kids. We got plants, dogs, whatever the fuck. You gotta take care of that shit. I'll do all the work. You take care of the shit at home, nigga. I'm thinking like I'm gonna, and this is something I've already thought about, obviously. But in my head, I'm gonna weigh the amount of hours that I would spend at work versus the amount of hours that I would spend like cleaning or taking the dog for a walk or whatever. And then you throw in like kids and shit. Like if I want to spend as much time with my kids as I can, so and like that all equals out in my mind to hell yeah, I'll stay at home and take care of shit. Go do your job. I got this shit.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting your niece's opinion on everything.
Say what's up, podcast? You're not gonna speak?
Oh, yeah.
See, now you over here messing with stuff. Now you gotta go. Goodbye, man.
Shy.
See you later.
I get it, Kaho. That's now she want to talk.
Say what's up, Io?
Hey.
I don't know it, Ariel.
All right,
Said
you
Io
get,
what?
that's it. I don't know what she said. I don't even know Io. That's what she said.
Oh.
You got,
You
she
don't know
got,
what
you
she
got
told me that one time.
exactly. You got a whole picture of you holding her.
Yeah, exactly. I was holding her in that picture. That's true. Oh, your sister took the picture. Yeah. But no, I know for you, Brandon. And I think I know this because I know you, and you said it a couple of times already. Like you said, you're almost like addicted to potential. Like love, like
Oh yeah.
seeing it. You love like the possibilities, right? So like for you, if somebody comes along and you see some of that, you that almost might outweigh it might outweigh your decision for almost anything, right?
It'll outweigh like their looks, all that shit. Like, because all that shit could be at this point, it could be altered. That overweight shit, throw that shit out the window. I don't give a fuck about that. Stretch marks are my favorite marks. You feel me? Like, who cares? Who the fuck cares? Everybody gonna get them. Like you can work out, you can make your booty grow.
Mm-hmm.
There's all the shit like you physically attracted to. Like me personally, is like you can work on that, and I could be there. And I could be there working on it with you this whole entire time. I'm not a finished product myself, so it's like financially speaking, like the chance to grow together. That shit is fucking attractive.
That's true.
And then really just the whole thing is though, my nigga. It's as you do know me. I just don't like going out like that. So it's all about once we get to the point to where you feel like you want to like show me off or you want to like you just want me to take you out all the time or whatever the fuck. Then then we get to the part where it's like I need to compromise, and I say
Gotcha.
mentally I'm not in a state where I'm ready to compromise. And I guess when I say I'm in my whole phase, I'm saying that I do not need to compromise with anybody. So
Nigga, that's what relationships are all. Didn't we have this conversation with Steven?
we did.
We did.
And that's what we said. That's what I said. It was like I'm not in a relationship because I am not in the space to compromise right now.
Yeah.
I probably spent way too much time doing whatever it is the fuck that I want to do when I want to do it. Like compromise isn't just, oh, let's do this because you want. Like I have to take into account you now. I don't have to take into account anybody else, just me. Outside of my family.
I'll say this, like, well, the one when you realize that you meet someone that you are willing to compromise with, that's a big sign.
That's when that's where, and I said that too. I said that too in the last episode. It's like, or the previous episode, whenever we was talking about this, it's like somebody has to, and it's like unfair, probably. They have to make me want to compromise. They have to make me want to go out. They have to make me.
Right, exactly. And vice versa. And then especially when you see her, it's a two-way street, obviously, right? When you see her, like part of it is her making some of the compromise stuff that you want to do, or making some of the sacrifices for things that you want to do. Like that's part of it too. Once you see that, that almost encourages you to compromise yourself a little bit. Like, dang, she did X, Y, and Z that she's usually not used to doing. Like, okay, maybe I should give whatever she wants to do a try and just see what happens. Could be experience for both of y'all, like that's part of the, the growth of both of you having on you. Like you said, you might meet a girl that like you cool and everything like that, whatever, and like she doesn't make you. It's not she doesn't make you compromise, but you don't feel encouraged to compromise for her, and that's a bad sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of compromise, my niece is like, "Hey, get over here and put on the new movie. I'll be right back."
Right.
Talk amongst yourselves, Kaho. Interview this nigga, Kaho.
I got interviewed last time, man. You already interviewed me. Part is over.
Yeah. Well, talk shit to this nigga then. Tell him that he can
change the channel.
Tell him he can't. Tell him he can't marry nobody. He can't out. Tell Devon she can't out marry us. We've been here.
I mean, it's true. We have those nigga longer. You got a good career.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
come a long ways, man.
That's true.
Yeah, it has been something.
It's been a minute.
You said you was playing before this. Actually, you said you was playing D&D.
Yeah. Right before. Well, not right before. Before our scheduled time. I was playing D&D with some people that I play a different game with as well.
Okay,
Ragnarok Online. You may have heard of it. No, it's nobody that anybody here knows. It's just because nobody here plays video games anymore. But it's nobody that anybody here knows.
Okay.
Myself being the only exception, of course.
Yeah. Oh, hold up.
Nobody care about your punk ass NES, Steven.
Can't you just download an NES emulator? Why'd you even buy one?
This nigga spends his money hella dumb. Like he went to buy himself an Xbox One S because he couldn't find a PS5. So he spent like $200 extra, even though they're always in stock, because the Xbox One S is not as popular as the PS5. And then like he almost convinced himself that he got scammed out of his money too, because it arrived hella late.
Oh yeah. I think I
so this nigga's
about that in the last episode.
Yeah, he's sitting over there stressing for like an entire week. I wasted my money. And it's just like, nigga,
Wait,
all you had to, because on a previous episode we had discussed this shit with him. Like we told him how he could have got his shit, and he was just like, "Oh, cool. I'll consider that. I'll take it into consider." In one ear, out the other. This nigga didn't listen to a damn thing we said.
Did he want a PS5 initially, and he just wasn't patient enough?
Yeah.
And Steven, I want a PS5 too. I don't have one, and I'm fine. I'm gonna eventually get one. It ain't running anywhere. It's not gonna be a shorter PS5s in the world ever. Like,
This nigga get one for his fucking wedding gift. He ain't gonna have no choice but to take it.
yeah, that's probably true.
So he went and spent $200 on some shit that he didn't even really want. On top of
Wow. He ain't gonna buy
on top of the $400 that he would have spent originally. So $600 on some shit that he didn't even really want. He was just impatient.
And I now understand why he lives with he doesn't live on his own. He wouldn't be able to survive on his own. I
Nope.
think he knows fiscal responsibility.
Like 2 months, this nigga would like blow through all his savings and be shaking a cup underneath a bridge somewhere.
Oh hell no, because then he'd be asking for drugs.
Oh my goodness.
Just say walk by him, you become the monster that you hated.
yeah.
I learned how to spend your own money, Steven, man. Come on. These are life skills. I heard you was homeschooled, man. Like, and even though even in public school they don't teach you these skills, you gotta have some common sense, man. They say common sense isn't common.
It's crazy, right?
I was really about to attack this man, but he can't defend himself. But I was gonna say, remember he was homeschooled, but he didn't pass.
Serious?
That's what he said.
Yeah, that's true. This nigga dropped
How
out of
do you
homeschool.
not-
Fuck you, mom. You do the homework.
He said, like, how do you not pass homeschool? Like, parents like try to pass you along just so they don't have to deal with you anymore.
You're a cold ass nigga. You ain't gotta put it like that. but
that was kind of cold.
yeah. That's some cold shit. I don't know. Maybe Steven. I feel like it's more common nowadays with the whole COVID shit. I want to say statistically, kids aren't doing as well in school right now due to being home and being surrounded with distractions. It's probably the same thing that Steven faced way back then. So maybe we, as much as we talk about, oh shit, if I had to stay home all day, this should be easy, it'd be a breeze. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not as easy as we would make it. We make it out to be, but I don't know. I feel like I'd still be like, I feel like our online classes in college is like exactly the same thing, right? Like I feel like we've taken those, we've passed plenty of those. Maybe, but we're older, so we have the discipline to do so. But I don't know. It's tough, bro. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's valid. I could short attention span, right? When you're in middle school, high school, like usually distracted. I can understand that a little bit. Whereas, in college, you're older and you have a better attention span. You can focus a little bit more. That's it's a valid point. I get some of it, but I mean, was he homeschooled from K through 12, or is it just like at a certain point of his life?
He has never been to a school in his life, apparently.
I thought it was like he got bullied, and then they was like, "Nah, fuck that. We're taking our kid out of school. We're gonna homeschool ourselves."
Shut up! I'm trying to shut up. No, he ain't never been to a school day in his life. He didn't ride to the special bus or anything.
I got to be a special bus guy.
Because he got the extra chromosome, he said.
God damn. I didn't say all that.
I mean, Steven said it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Blurted the shit out on the podcast. Like, we gotta hide it anymore. Talking about his
said in the chat that he's never been to school.
Talking about his fucking.
It's not that special.
Like lopsided ass eyeballs too.
Yeah, even though I didn't really.
I do remember that episode. I
remember looking at him the next day at work extra hard too, and I was like.
Your pupils are they really concave? Are they really circle?
That shit crazy.
Is you a mutant, bro? Like
that shit crazy.
Them C-shaped eyeballs, don't you?
I feel bad. Even gets bullied enough being on the podcast. Maybe we should bully him since he can't defend himself. It's even worse.
I mean, I just think it's prime time to bully him because then, like the listeners ain't got to hear the stupid part; they get to hear the funny part. Yeah, I said
I do have to go back. So, how does this? I do have to I don't know if he can answer this question. How did he not know? Listen to that episode. How did he not know the meaning of compromise? How can you be 30 years old and not know the meaning of compromise?
If you've never had
Be in a
compromise,
relationship and not know, like that blew my. You should have. I actually had a real actual reaction when I heard that while I was working. Like I literally like stopped what I was doing. Like, is this food serious? Like, couldn't believe it.
you went straight to the Discord and had to chat it up. You was like, nah, there ain't no way.
No way. That's exactly what I was like. There's no way. I don't understand. Like, just it blew my mind.
I would say if you've never had to compromise, it just
Even
makes
if you've
sense.
never had to, you still know you have to know the concept of it. Even if you never had to do it, still got to know the concept, right?
I don't know. Like, I mean, you get people who go to school who are like, you get racists that go to school, right? And it's just like, you go to school with all these people. You should know that you can make friends with black kids. Why are you still racist? It don't make any sense. But it shit still persists, right? It's all information and knowledge that they gain from their parents. And again, I'm gonna blame Steven's parents. He just had terrible parents, I think.
Well, damn, nigga, goddamn.
That's a little.
It is what it is.
You're cold now. You're more being cold.
Listen to this nigga sometimes. Listen to shit that he says, right? Like, it's just stupid shit. Don't make no damn sense.
True.
And a lot of the shit, like, he doesn't have the social graces. Again, this is shit that we've already talked about, so it's not like I'm fucking illuminating anybody here on any information that needs to be kept secret. It's not secret anymore. But he was homeschooled. He's said himself that he lacks certain social graces. And when you're homeschooled, you don't get to interact with other people as often, or other people from different backstories, different lives, poor people, rich people, whatever the fuck. The only people that you really interact with is your family and maybe your neighbors, or like whatever the fuck, church kids, I guess. So all of his values had to come from somewhere if he did not have the life experience in order to fucking build them himself. Where'd they come from? His parents.
Stop talking like this is a revelation. We know this. You just ain't got to say it the way you saying it. Damn, man.
That's how I talk.
Yeah, everybody know.
Yeah. I just think, okay, even if he was like he needs, like, there needs to be a certain depth to his personality. Even the people that share his values or stuff like that, right? They have some depth to them. He doesn't have that depth, like, and that's what I don't understand. Like, at that age, how he doesn't have, like, everything is very surface. It's like,
well, you can't teach everything.
Shallow, like, that's true, but like, just experience in life, like, you develop some sort of depth, just some. Even if it's not a lot, you develop a little bit more than what he has. It's a little cold too, but come on.
Well, and this is the way I look at it, right? So you have somebody, you place them in a school, you have hundreds, thousands of people, of kids in that school with you. You're listening to them directly, indirectly, eavesdropping, whatever the fuck, some creepy shit like that. But you're listening to them talk, you're listening to the inflections in their voice, you're listening to their life stories. Like, even if you're not paying direct attention to it, like a child's mind is very malleable. That's why we send kids to school. Pretty much it's pretty much requirement, where it's not for adults, because adults have a harder time learning. And also you internalize a lot of shit, and it's hard to remove yourself from these positions when you're older, a la Steven. But when you're a kid, you have all of these experiences. Like, a school is a whirlwind of experiences. It's a whirlwind of different cultures, of different backgrounds, of different, like, languages, of different
experiences too.
Yeah, different everything, because nobody is the same. So you're always learning new shit. That's that depth. That's that depth of character that you're looking for. And you say that he's all surface, and that's because he never had that trench, that fucking moat, to fall into, to learn about other people, to divulge that type of information from his experiences, from his interactions. He has never had any of that. So despite the fact that his parents probably weren't homeschooled, considering what he's told us in the past. I don't know. Maybe they were, but some of these things, like you can't teach somebody how to experience something. You can't teach somebody you can't teach somebody what it feels like to stand, on the precipice of a waterfall. It's something that you have to experience yourself, and it's a lot of these things are just like that. You can't teach an experience.
Yeah, valid.
So that's why I think, and that's one of the only reasons why I'm because I'm not a very patient person when it comes
Yeah.
to dumb shit. I'm really not. But one of the reasons why I can continue to do this, to continue to work with Steven on this project of ours, is because at the very least, I understand that much. I understand that a lot of the shit that he says and does isn't all his fault. It's his fault to the extent that, in my opinion, any adult should be able to learn and change once they find out what it is that they know and believe to be false, to be negative, to be wrong, to be detrimental, either to himself or to society at large.
Mm.
But the fact that he refuses to change that shit is it's internalized at this point, and we have his parents to thank for that. They taught him. He didn't teach himself. So all this bullshit, like all this shit about uh homeless people that I always bag on his ass for, like there's no way in hell that he had one interaction with a human being who's like, hey, you got some cocaine, nigga? And that just made him turn against homeless people, just full fucking bore. Like he just pulls out the Rambo machine gun and takes out every homeless person that he comes across. That's not how that shit works. Clearly,
Yeah.
his parents told him, "Oh yeah, homeless people are a blight on society," or some shit like that. And it doesn't
And
surprise
there's
me.
no other gray area with it. Like
Like
you
no
tell them that
no
there's no
nuance.
gray area, circumstances, anything.
And it doesn't surprise me at all because his parents are from a more conservative background. So that's something that I would expect. So it makes sense. A lot of the shit makes sense to me. Now, his lack of malleability when it comes to like a lot of the mental shit that he has to do, like brain gymnastics in order to continue to believe, despite the fact that he has like facts in front of his face. That's a little bit less like I'm less into hearing that type of bullshit. Like the whole gay thing. Like, homie, you've worked with gay people for how long now? You know that they are not bad people, but you're still, but the Bible, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't know. There's just some things that I'm not willing to like to look past. But when it comes to
Yeah,
life
like I think,
experiences, like shit that he hasn't had any
but
control over, I can look past that.
yeah, no, well said. I was gonna, the brain gymnastic thing is funny. That's a funny way to put it. I mean, brain gymnastics, aka or comprehension, right? Just simple comprehension, I guess. Yeah, like and coming from someone like the whole thing about him, like you mentioned, like the gay thing, right? Like just because, like for him, like I said, it's very surface or whatever. Like even if the Bible says or whatever that what's it called, like homosexuality or whatever is it's condemned or sin. It doesn't say anything about hating the people. There's a difference between not liking the lifestyle and hating the people. That you can act. It's two different things. It's like you know you might have a friend or somebody like that who smokes all the time, right? Or you might even have one of your parents that smokes all the time. It's a choice or a lifestyle they decide to live. Don't like it, but does that mean you're gonna automatically hate your relative because he smokes all the time or whatever? No, you're not. You can still like the person or be okay with the person or treat the person like a freaking human being, right? Even though you don't necessarily agree with whatever lifestyle choice they have. Like that's just, like I said, that's part of the comprehension of brain gymnastics that he's probably not willing to do or separate, right? It's not rocket science to think that through, just to be able to comprehend that. So, but like you said, for him, it might be a little bit different.
Yeah, but when you have to take it to a point where, and this is where mental gymnastics, brain gymnastics, this is where it comes into play. Is when, like, let's take your example. You have a relative that smokes, and say for some reason or at some point the Bible says, "Hey, smoking, don't do it. It's bad." But you're willing to let your relative get away with this. You're willing to let your relative ask you for drugs, whatever the fuck, but you still love them. They're still your relative. You still respect them. If they were in trouble, you would still help them out, et cetera, et cetera. But then you see someone on the street smoking, and it's just like, wait, hold on, who's that? Let me get a closer look. Oh, that person is homeless. Fuck homeless people. Like that's when the mental gymnastics come into play. That's when it's like you're dancing inside of your brain at that point, because you're not being consistent with your logic, and you have to do gymnastics in order to rationalize one thing for the homeless person, whereas you don't necessarily do that. Like, you don't hold the family member who is supposed to be like a role model and all of this shit for you. Nobody's gonna make a homeless person a role model, but your relative is supposed to be older than you, an adult, hopefully, is supposed to be more of a role model, and you're going to you continue to respect them, but then look over there at that guy who's not wearing any shoes, right? Fuck that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's being a hypocrite, basically. That's what it essentially is.
Absolutely.
So, and yeah, that's part of, like you said, the mental. I'm starting to like this term, mental gymnastics. I might use it some other way. With the mental gymnastics that like he has to kind of figure out, or just be able to be able to decide upon himself. But yeah, that's no one likes hypocrites, man. Saying one thing or doing another, or vice versa. It's just ain't cool. But I will say,
I just went on a whole spiel and you can't even defend yourself.
Okay. Hold on. No. Before we move on, like, when I go on spiels like this, when he is here, this nigga don't defend himself anyway, so ain't shit changed.
I mean, but at least he was like, well, at least he can hit you with, look, this is what I'm saying. He can't even do this. So, anyways. He can't even do that right now, bro.
So moving on to the next point.
He's like, these guys are gonna be really pissed off. Watch me. I'm gonna hit the spacebar button. It's gonna stop the whole thing. They just talking for no reason. Hey, don't do that, Steven. Don't do that. You hold all the power, Steven.
I will say, since we did kind of rag on Steven for the past couple of minutes, I will say I listened to the last episode, and I think there was a question that I think because I was trying to bring y'all both together, right? He's trying to bring you.
I've been trying.
And he asked the question, said, what's the one good quality that Steven has? Like, name something. And I just remember cracking up at your answer, because it was like the ultimate long-winded, backhanded compliment, if it was even a compliment, the whole time. And I was laughing. I was like, holy cow, man. And it's not that what you said didn't make any sense, Kyle. Like, I get it. It was understandable, but I was just laughing. Like, dang, he couldn't think of one. I'm going to start things off by saying, hold up. No, go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I hope you got something. Please tell me you got something. Go ahead.
Dude, I actually have, just based off listening to the podcast, I can name a good quality for Steven. I think I can do it. Hear me out. I do think, despite all the flaws and things that Steven has to work on, and we all got things to work on, some more than others, as we've acknowledged.
Clearly,
I would say Steven is at least somewhat willing. He's not stuck in his ways. He's willing. Now the will doesn't really get him anywhere a lot. Now here I go with the backhanded compliment, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, you like, hey, first of all, you started it off way wrong. Like, your nigga about the bullshit. He was like, hear me out, hear me out. Listen, this is the scam. Hear me out. Listen.
I do.
So I do think he is willing.
He's open-minded enough to at least acknowledge he's got some things wrong with him, and he wants to improve on them. And he says that he can. I think that's a positive quality. I think it's a step because he's not the stubborn, stuck in his ways. I heard who you guys compared him to last week. We said his name last week, Kablooey, right? Like at least with him, he's like you said, he's real, but he's stuck in his ways. Like he ain't trying to he ain't even willing to hear no other perspective, right? But at least Steven is willing to hear perspective and willing to try in the small steps that he takes, maybe tiny micro steps. He's willing. That's
Right,
that's the positive quality I got.
But then here's what I would say as a counterpoint to that. Like the willingness to do something, but the inaction. Like let's say you were like say Devon was like, hey,
just couldn't let you have it, Steven.
Hey, we getting married. We getting married.
Steven, I tried.
You're like, I'm willing to get married. And she's like, all right, let's set a marriage date. You're like, oh shit, all right, we'll talk about that later. So a couple months go by, and she's like, hey, it's time to talk about the thing. You're like, you know what? You right. And I said I was willing to get married. I'm willing to get married. But right now, I got to go whoop Jinsei's ass on the court. I'll be back and we can talk about this another time. All right. So it slips her mind for a while. Year later, she's like, oh shit, you know what? We're supposed to talk about getting married. Like, hey, Ayo, when we getting married? Like, you know what? We did say we was getting married. You know, yeah, we getting married, right? Yeah, we getting married. All right, we'll talk about this in a couple months. Like, at what point does willingness to action equal like I'm gonna give you props for the actual action? Like anybody can procrastinate. When I was saying that he has the ambition but not the drive, that's what I meant.
I guess maybe we won't until we see progress from him, I guess. If any, when we will know that willingness has manifested into something, I guess.
Maybe it will. I'm like I said, I'm not 100% against the idea that he might be able to change from from a Grimer to like a fucking Pikachu at some point because he's just like trash right now. But I just haven't seen anything that makes me like okay, he is actually putting in effort.
There's progress, yeah.
I mean, like, look at our podcast Twitter. Not a single fucking post on it.
Bruh. I don't know why you continue to do this, but I'm just gonna let you know you fucking up Io's wedding ceremony. because if you don't believe that because you over here trying to constantly insinuate that this nigga just be beating me on basketball courts, that I in the middle of holy matrimony being sworn in front of me won't get up and fucking dunk on this nigga. Like in the middle of, like you act like I'm not gonna do that shit, and I definitely fucking will. Like bro, you bugging. Oh, is Devon throwing a bouquet, by the way? Like, cause I'm gonna catch that shit in front of our homies. Cause you know,
no, she's not throwing the bouquet. She has a little flower thing, but
I want her to throw it, and I want to catch it so I can make a scene. I want to make a scene there. No, I want to catch it. I want to catch it and then dunk that shit over your head. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do.
Who the fuck put this basketball court in the office?
She has a fake bouquet. It's a prop basically for the pictures. That's it.
All right. Well, I want her to throw that shit and throw that shit like an alley oop and just let me dunk on you like fucking John Lucas III. I'm just throwing your ass.
But you and I both know, Brandon, that you are not athletic enough to dunk on anybody.
Ooh.
This nigga want wedding pictures of me dunking on him. All right, man, say less. I'm gonna get the pastor, preacher, whoever man to be in on this shit. He gonna put his arms up.
Look, this has nothing to even do with your skill on the basketball. I just talking about pure athleticism. You don't have the athleticism to do it.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
So you got a good phone, right? Just say you gonna live stream this shit, right?
Bruh, I'm live streaming it, motherfucking the SF wherever the fuck we going, they gonna put that shit on the big ass one of them big ass buildings gonna have a TV on the side. That shit gonna play up on there. I'm getting this shit, bro. Like I'm tired, bro. I'm getting sick and tired of you, Kaho. Stop gassing this, bro. Fuck that. You talking about we get a little kickback? Fuck that. We going straight to the gym. We about to go get a little hoop session going.
Unfortunately, unlike cow country over there, basketball courts.
I'll take your punk ass to a park. I don't give a fuck.
Even the parks, bro. You know what they're doing out here? They're taking the rims off the hoops in the parks, bro.
They did that for a little bit out here.
and they took them off. They
And
not
then you
even
know
like,
what they did? You know what these people
Yeah.
did? They went and bought more hoops or just and put them back up there themselves.
That's crazy. Like I live between a middle school and a high school, right? Like where they actually have hoops. And for the middle school one, where they have a track where I go to a run, they put wood on the rim so you can't even shoot on there. In the high school, they took off the freaking rims. And the park up the street where I went to, where it was open for a minute and I was shooting around, they took them rims off too.
Do y'all hear this little girl?
Very,
Yeah,
very
I
much,
hear
yeah.
She found like she going through some shit, and she going through a basket, and she just like, I'm finding stuff in here left and right. It's a treasure trove. She found this thing. She'd have found a football. Where the fuck did she get a football from? I don't even know where she got this football from. Like, she just finding shit, dog. I'm gonna put this video. I'm gonna send this video of her doing this. Steven, you better put it in the video at the end so people can see her.
You have to remind this nigga like 16 times, or there's no way in fucking hell is he gonna remember.
Even
You
say
right.
something. You give a shout, just make sure that you're still recording. I really hope this fool didn't like mess something up while he's been silent this whole time.
Right.
As yes.
How many times your dad come in the room like, what you doing? And you had to like, nothing.
Just sitting here being a good Christian, Dad.
Put that back in.
Put the bell away, please. You're making me nervous.
Oh man. What was I forgot what was the name of your niece again, Brandon? I forgot her name again.
Kanice.
Denise.
What's the name of your niece? Just add Ka.
yeah. It's my mother's first and middle name, Karen Denise. So she put Kanice.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's like really.
One of my older sister's middle name is Denise.
It's really upsetting to me. I was like, you're just gonna take our mother's name, sister, and just like give it to the baby right up the top. You ain't gonna let me do it first? No? All right, fuck it there. Go ahead, have your baby. Your clock is ticking or whatever the fuck. Yeah, okay.
You had no say, not even in the middle name, maybe.
Bruh, I could, bro. You feel me? Like not even, bro. Just straight up, like, oh, I got that. That's me. I did it first. Like, all right, sister, you can have it. It's all good.
Well, at least there's some thought behind it. Like, bro, there's man, my girl, she's been sending me some stuff on TikTok about how people would just be giving horrible names to their kids. I just can't believe some of the stuff that people be doing. Like they're literally just traumatizing their kids. Like, certain names. Like she sent me one video of somebody who named a kid, is a girl, by the way. So like she at first, there's a little story behind it. She was like, the person was giving names to their kids based off of characters from the Bible, right? So like the person had 2 boys and 1 girl. He was like, not only were they naming the kids off of Bible characters, but also off of qualities from the Bible. The first 2 kids were boys, and they got normal names like Saint Mark and Saint Luke or something like that, right? Then a girl comes along. For some reason, these fools decide to name this girl Poverty.
Excuse me?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe poverty be hella thick. Like, my name
Nigga.
Poverty, but I'm rich in the ass. Like, we don't know, bro. We don't know what
How
she'll
do
be like later on.
How do you go from Saint Luke and Saint Mark to Poverty? She was like, oh, I think she was thinking like poverty was like meekness or like humbleness. Like, no, that's not the same thing. What are you thinking? Even if you wanted to give a female name, can't you name her Mary or Ruth or something? You gave her a name Poverty.
I think Ruth is the worst name, brother. Come on.
Nah. Ruth is definitely like something that your grandma was probably named at one point, but Poverty is like some get picked on from K through 12 type of name.
Her teacher will be like, do we have a poverty? That's what they do in class.
Like the teachers are gonna have to step in and just like give her a nickname for every teacher. It's like call her Verdi or something. And that sounds like some shit that the kids would say.
is terrible. Like, and then she sent me another one where these parents are so dumb, right? So when the baby's born, they put the little tag on the baby arm, whether they're male or female or something like that. So because that babies sometimes they wrapped up, you can't even tell. They little faces, and the parents for some reason saw the tag female. And they thought that was the name, or they decided that was going to be the name of the child. So they decided to name the child Female. Yes. F-E spelled female, but it's pronounced Female.
Hey, put a little accent word on it. Hey.
No. Don't try to make it work.
You got a TikTok, Kyle?
Oh, I don't. My girl, she doesn't have one. She just has
your girl.
Yeah.
You mean your fiance?
See? Thank you.
Can't even call my fiance right. Get ready for marriage.
But yeah, so she's on it. She doesn't have one. She doesn't have an account, but I guess you can just download the app and just scroll through stuff. Yeah, so that's what she does. She just be sending me stuff sometimes, but yeah, like she sent me some of that stuff, and I just be like, I can't believe it. Like, people are really this dumb.
It just say, whatever happened to your TikTok ambitions? What happened to that shit? Right? Weren't you gonna go viral?
I got a TikTok. I'm not opposed to social media like you are, brother. Like,
I'm not opposed to it either. I just don't use it a lot. Like, I don't.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, I have never met somebody who just advocates against Twitter as heavy as Io does. Like, it's like Twitter. I could never. Fucking hipster.
No, that's not. I just don't need it. Like, I feel like I'm not so against it. I have a lot of
that don't make no sense.
I feel like I don't need
it. Nobody's telling you need it. I'm just
nobody
saying.
needs Twitter.
I'm just saying. True. Like, when you come up, you text me, you be like, "Hey, yeah, this person just got traded." I was like, "Yeah, I knew 4 hours ago." Shut up.
Okay, good for you. What do you freaking do? All right, dang, you're on top of it.
Oh, you sounding married now, nigga. What do you freaking do? Listen to you, buddy.
Oh, gosh, golly willikers! If I knew you, I wouldn't have been.
He said, "Oh my Lanta." Oh, buddy.
But no, I mean, like, I've been trying to get me to get Twitter since like 2010, and I just like I hear everybody. I'm just like, it's cool. Like, yeah, it sounds cool. You up to date. You get all this stuff, but it's like, and I hear about Twitter trolls and all that other stuff, and then like I can get all my news and all the stuff that I want to care about in other means. I don't feel like I need Twitter to.
This man said instead of having just one app to give me all the shit I want, I'd rather have 12. Okay.
Most of the stuff. Okay. Even if I wasn't to get a Twitter, I would mostly use it for sports. Like, that was probably my main thing for like getting updates on sports.
Bet. Don't you also want to be informed and the anime, the manga, and all that shit that you like, the shit that not everybody knows that you like, on the low.
True. Okay. No, it's not really on the low. People know I like anime. I mean,
okay. Okay. All right. Bet. Okay, so and then what else we got? What else you like, nigga? Tell me what else.
You should know music, bro. Lupe.
You feel me? The people they drop that shit on Twitter first before they drop it anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Any type of game news from like studios that you fuck with, like everybody, like you go to different countries, right? You go to China or something. It's like, hey, you got a Facebook? Nah, we got Chinese Facebook. You go to fucking Japan, like, hey, you got fucking what? Anyway, you're Japan, like, hey, you got the Google account news there? Like, nah, we got our own Google in Japan. You know what all these countries use though? Twitter. Like, that's the reason why people be getting so pissed off about Twitter, is because more than any other social media, more than any other news site, Twitter has everybody and everything attached to it.
Yeah, like the cancel culture truly does exist on Twitter. Like, you can't cancel nobody from Facebook. You can't cancel nobody from fucking wherever, Instagram, nothing. It really is Twitter. And I don't need to like fucking advertise it. But going back to what you asked me, yes. So Kaho, what Kaho's referring to is every trend that they do that is like sexy, right? I've been trying to do silhouette challenge. I want to do that shit. You feel me? right? The busted challenge, I do that. The Beyonce Rocket challenge. I don't even know if you know that one is, but let me sit this ass.
Yeah, I seen it.
Right? I'm doing that one too. On a bunch of old ladies at work. You feel me? On a bunch of old ladies.
About to be
Giving them
looking a fool.
hey. But it's just like it's just one of those things I never got around to do. I'm supposed to be doing like, oh, I'll probably think my first TikTok is gonna be at your wedding, my nigga, like for real.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be like 3 2-second clips of Kaho talking about fucking you crossing me up, and in slow motion gonna be me dunking on your bitch ass.
Say, you ain't dunking on nobody, bro. I haven't seen the athleticism from you, Brandon. Like I said, even if you were good at basketball, I don't know if I've ever painted you to be the athletic type.
This said, even if you were good, like I'm not. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Why are you talking crazy like that, dog?
I haven't seen you play basketball in a long time. I don't know.
This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do.
Athletic, nigga. Like what it is, what it is.
This is what I'm gonna do. I ain't nobody say that I'm ground bound, but I can get up off the ground high enough to dunk on this nigga on like somebody's arms, holding up a fake rim.
I'm confident enough to say. I'm confident enough to know that, like for sure, like even if you are good at basketball, I know for sure I'm more athletic than you. So like I know that's a fact. I'm faster than you for sure.
No.
That's don't even if you think about saying you faster than me. Don't even, boy.
On the basketball court, you definitely not faster than me. That's for sure.
Bro, are you serious, bro? You don't even run on the basketball court. You don't even run.
Listen, child, man.
Prances on the basketball court.
It's like you
prances on the basketball court. I haven't seen you hustle a day in your life on the court.
Right, you is hating. You really hate.
You just float around the court.
You really hate. It's okay. I'm gonna fucking record the whole thing. I'm beating you. You wanna play? We can play full court 1-on-1. We can do that too.
We can do it. Yeah, we can. I'm cool with that. I know I got the stamina to do it. Do you? Are you sure?
I sure do. Your ass ain't played in a long time. You know it's different.
Hey, no, that don't mean I slack, bro. That don't mean I slack. Right, I ran 4 miles. I ran 4 miles today, bro. I'm good.
I ran 4 miles today without a basketball. That shit, it ain't the same, Io. It ain't the same.
It's similar. It's similar. It's good enough. It means that I'm in shape. That's what it means. Even if it ain't the same, it means I am in shape.
Just because you ran out the womb don't mean, nigga, like you bro, fuck what you talking about. Like, all I'm saying is I'm legitimately, this is what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to your wedding, we're gonna have a civil time, and then when everybody go to sleep, I'm driving your ass back to Modesto, and I'm gonna beat your ass, I'm gonna set up the tripod, whooping your ass, driving your ass back, and the video's gonna play the whole entire time. I'm gonna send it to your mom, your dad, your uncle, your brothers. I'm sending it to everybody. Your wife is gonna get it 3 different formats: Twitter, Instagram, and fucking and Facebook or whatever the fuck she's upon. It don't matter. She getting it. And I'm gonna get a T-shirt made too. Joe ass bent over, beat, just whooped.
Brett, you don't even
have a.
Brett,
huh?
When was the last time you actually dunked a basketball? Just let me know that.
I got the Nerf hoop right here, nigga. What's up? I dunked this morning.
Are we gonna be playing on a Nerf hoop, bro? Like,
right? You definitely couldn't see me on a Nerf hoop. Your ass too little for that.
Yeah, you're probably right for that. I'm too little for that. You're right.
Yeah.
But no, like for real. All right. Well, for the basketball thing, you're right. It's true. I haven't played basketball.
Have you dunked? What is the fuck? Have you dunked? Like, why are you talking like you dunked?
Dunked before.
This nigga's lying. Oh my god. This nigga's lying, Kaho.
Oh, listen. Did you hear what I
said? He dunked before.
You let me finish?
This shit don't count if it's a 9-foot hoop, nigga. It don't count if it's an 8-foot.
That's all I was gonna say. I've dunked on a shorter hoop.
No,
so, like,
we talking about regulation. We talking about regulation.
Of course, I've never dunked. I'm 5'7". I've never dunked.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, yes, it does. Let me say this: if I was your height, I'd definitely be dunking, just because I'm more athletic than you. So,
nigga, you African. You supposed to be more athletic than me. It's okay.
True. That's actually partly true. That is partly true.
Yeah, you supposed to be. Nigga, you out there chasing the lions and shit. Nigga, you went to Africa, nigga, when we was in 7th, 8th grade. Like, yeah, you was out there training for this moment.
Okay. But seriously, I'll go back to this. So you're right. I haven't played basketball in a while. If you were to play me right now in my current state, okay, you probably be.
It's even my final form. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You getting whooped no matter what.
Well, yeah, give me some time, a little bit. When the thing gets opened back up. Like you said you could beat me 10 times out of 10.
Give him time. You get Brett 10 out of 10. I'm whooping your ass no matter what.
That's not happening. That is not happening. That's
10 out of 10. You're
I
not.
gotta
You're
do this
not
in one
winning.
game. I can beat you in one game, bro.
You're not.
Easily.
You're not. You're not.
Or not, bro. Okay, all right.
You're not.
No. Unless you
Harry.
go into the league or something like that tomorrow, you are not beating me 10 out of 10 times.
Mama. Bro, I was really out here. Bro, stop playing me, dog. You remember, dog? Last time we played together, I carried your ass. Stop it.
No, are you?
Yes, remember, nigga? I took you to Turlock where all them black people was at, and you was surprised. Nigga, you was like, you was chilling. I ran out 7 straight so we can get the dub and move on to the winner's court. Remember that, bro? Come on. Stop playing with me, dog.
Did you really carry? I bet some of them carries probably came off some dimes that I gave you too. And I remember you messed up a couple of dimes that I had from you too. You was smoking stuff out there. I was over there giving you some flawless passes out there. You over there missing some stuff.
Like, you don't pass the ball like that. Stop it, brother. Come on now. Brother, look. I'm giving you a pass, okay? You gonna score, but you're not beating me, dog. Like, come on, dog.
All right. All right. Okay.
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's gonna happen, Kyle. It will happen. We gonna have to happen.
This motherfucker he gotta get married first. He gotta do his honeymoon period. You feel me? That's gonna homies can't talk to you during the honeymoon period. That's gonna be a minute. You feel me? So then the whole entire time it's gonna be in secret. He's gonna be in a hyperbolic time chamber and shit, training and shit, super fast. Then he gonna come out and he gonna be all fucking super duper Vegeta and shit. That shit ain't gonna matter though.
Okay,
I do this.
It don't matter. Okay, all right.
I do this.
All right.
Just don't. Hey, is somebody gonna be there? Like, is Devon gonna be there? Like, we gonna have her as a winner.
Somebody too.
We'll get some people. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. Hey, because I'm gonna be looking at the camera the whole time. Like, just tell them at the end of this, don't hate me, please. Don't hate me.
All right. That's it. Like,
they always hate on the prophets. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying that you won't win a game. I'm not saying that you won't score too. Like, if we play 10 times, yeah, you might win. You probably will win a few games. You might even win 6 games. You might even win more than the 10. But if I just had to beat you once, please, I can beat you once. Like, you ain't in the NBA, bro. I can beat you once.
Bro, I can tell there's a difference when somebody does this and they don't do this, bro. Pandemic hit, I was still hooping, bro. I'm just saying.
You were fortunate enough. That's fortunate for you. Before the pandemic, I was hooping. I was hooping. But unfortunately, circumstances, I can't hoop. That's just not my fault. Under my control. If I was in Cow Country, I'd be hooping along with you too. Probably catching COVID just like you too. Same thing. So couldn't.
I got that shit at work. Shut the fuck up.
Do you know that for a fact? I mean,
I know that for a fact. I wasn't hooping at the time. I know that for a fact. It was at work.
Okay, all right. But I'm just saying, I was hooping before the COVID. And the fact that I was actually even go to the park a few times with my boy Eddie and get a couple of shots up because I was fiending for hooping was okay enough for me. But I haven't played competitive hooping over a year. So.
That's okay. I'm not playing competitive hoop either. I'm just beating your ass for hooping. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, all right. Keep talking, bro. Keep talking it up. Keep talking.
Calm down. All right, so we're gonna have our first video performance at some point. The god, the legend Io versus Jinsei of the Walmart aisle. And I already know.
Look, it ain't even about you. It ain't even about you no more, fucking Io. It's really not. I gotta shut this nigga up. This old non-basketball playing ass nigga. That's what it is. It's really that's the issue here. It ain't you. It's the other niggas doing all the talking. Thank you, mamas. It's okay. You didn't break it. I got it.
I will say this: if you know what, you might get some like extra anime energy if like you're like replacing my face with Kaho's face every time I'm on a court, and somehow you.
I'm yelling. I'm not yelling at the camera. I'm not yelling at the camera talking about fuck this nigga Io. I'm saying fuck Timothy. The whole time. Brother, look, every Tuesday as of late, we've been getting together, me and my bosses, and they was talking crazy. So they got the first dub, right? Because the homie Christian was lacking. He was getting backed down by the one-armed store manager, letting him score on him and shit, right? So then, we re-up on the next week, and the store manager, he like makes a call, and don't nobody want to argue with, bruh. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers, and I'm like, bruh, I'm like, hey, fuck that job, nigga. That wasn't out on us. That job. Nigga, his occupation. Like, I was talking reckless, bro. I was really out there talking reckless. I'm gonna do the same with you. Just remember, it's all love. You too, Kaho. It's all love, nigga. It's nothing personal. I just know this nigga can't beat me. That's just all it is.
And I know that
you too little.
You play basketball enough that height don't. I've guarded people your height and even taller. It's not a problem.
I'm too strong for you, Io.
I was okay. All right.
hey, there's two things that set this nigga off, right? I done told this nigga I'm faster than him on the basketball court, and I done told this nigga I'm too strong for him. He's like, oh hell no. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
The fact that your
that nigga doing push-ups right now, Kaho. He doing push-ups right now.
The fact that you can speak that you think. The fact that you think you faster than me in anything when it comes to moving is beyond me.
You realize all I gotta do is get one step on you, right? I get one step on you, and it's over for you. You realize that.
This nigga gonna show up to this game. Even gonna show up looking like 50 Cent. You better calm the fuck down.
No, fuck this nigga. Fuck him. Nigga, fuck you too, nigga.
You think you quick enough to get one step on me? You think
all I need is one step on you. If I'm ahead of you, you can't get around me, brother.
You round and round. All right, for sure.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley out of this bitch. Don't get
it. There's a way for shorter people to guard people who try to get around.
You're not getting me, brother. You're not. Listen, if I give you the Shaq bow up in the neck or something, it's on accident. Like, it's not on purpose.
Obviously, yeah, because you're inches taller than me, so I get it. Like I said, I've guarded people your height.
I don't like playing like that because I feel like I'm like caving somebody's chest in. But for you, I'll make an exception.
Like I said, I've guarded people your height before. I have. It's not easy, but it's doable. I can do it. It's not a problem.
Is Devon still listening?
She's not. She's in the room.
Oh, damn. Well, fuck it. Play this part for her. You're going to be really upset with me, Devon, when I send this nigga home and he going to be all upset and hurt and shit. Just don't blame me. Blame this nigga because he that's my motivation. I'm about to tell you on the court, go home to your fucking wife.
All right. Like I say, I must say, like, one-on-one, like I told you, if we do this, we really do we really play? We gonna play 10 games, right? Is that because that's the thing? It's 10. Going 10 games. Is that what you're ready for? All right, 10 games, and all I gotta do is win one game. Once I win one game, it's over. Like then it stops. You could beat me 9 straight times, and if I beat you on the 10th time, your point is moot.
Yeah, that was the shit that he talked.
That is the shit I'm talking, but. I beat you 9 straight times, and the 10th time you might not score it.
Okay.
Just saying.
All right. If that's where the bet is, then I'm cool with that.
I can't
I'm not
wait.
tripping off of one game. I'm not tripping off of 3 games. But yeah.
I'm gonna get your punk ass in my new car, and we're gonna drive to fucking Loveland or wherever the fuck Kaho lives nowadays, and we're just gonna play there in fucking Denver. So I can scream at him. Just you did this.
Well, I look forward.
If I do win one game, I don't want to hear, oh, it was a fluke. I don't want to hear none of that. No excuse. Nothing.
Keep that crybaby shit to yourself.
Nah, you get. Bless you, man. Bless you. You're welcome. No, you get your one game. You get to talk shit about you winning one game.
Yeah, and that's it. Because all I have to do is win one game. Once I win one game, we don't have to play the 10. Because you already said you can beat me 10 out of 10. If I beat you on the first game, then that's it. If I beat you on the 5th game, that's it. If I beat you, it don't matter. Once I win, I'm just gonna be like, that's all I need to do. And I don't want to hear, but I beat you 5. No, it don't matter. I'm very interested in
the title of this episode because we legit sat here.
Oh, I've already got an idea.
Okay, all right.
I've already got an idea. All right, but
we did sit here for 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, we
talking shit.
Yeah. That being said,
I'm watching this episode 3-4 times. Shit.
All right, cut it out, nigga. Damn. That being said, it's time to wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Ayo, it's always a pleasure having you on, man. Always.
Yeah. Always likewise. Appreciate y'all. Anytime I make time. All good.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button or like button. I mean, if you enjoyed what you're hearing, and then if you hit the like button, you may as well just hit the subscribe button too. Like, just do it for me. Do it for me. Once this does actually all go down, if Steven doesn't do it, I 100% am gonna put this as long as it gets recorded, the Duel of the Fates up on the channel so that everybody can see our Lord and Savior just completely mop the fucking court with Charles Gnarls Barkley over here, whatever the fuck. But Io, you don't have any like you ain't got a SoundCloud or some shit, do you? Like anything to plug?
Well, I mean, I got an IG, but you know if you want to.
What's your Instagram? Yeah,
Instagram is the Instagram is AKO8K spelled in KEI like Keiden. But yeah. Actually, no, wait. It's AKEI _08.
Yeah, get that underscore in there, nigga. Remember that.
We gonna have that shit because I assume we gonna have the shit in the description down below. Check them out. Follow IO so you can see this training montage that's coming up, no doubt. So that he can just 100% dominate Jinsei. Check out all of our Twitters. Shit's gonna be down in the. I got that. It's gonna be down in the description. Give us a follow. If you have any questions that you want to ask anybody here, that includes Io, we'd be more than happy to pass them along, even if he's not on for an episode. Make sure you check out Steven the Quiet. Check him out at Anime Alley here on YouTube. He just put out a video recently. Go check that shit out if you enjoy it. And Gamer Alley, he says, I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do there, but check that out if you want to, I guess. I wouldn't. Other than that, I think that's all that I got to plug. Who's doing the call tonight?
My niece is not ready yet. She's too shy, but so Io, you gotta do it, dude. You gotta do it, dude. Show us how to do it right.
I did it last time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did it the first time, and I said that I don't usually do it because it's always better when somebody else does it because I don't have done it before. So I did it the first time.
So it's Kaho's turn.
I did it last time.
No, Steven did it last time.
No, I did it last time. Steven tried to and was like, nah, we ain't letting that shit fly because Io is going to come down here with Thor's hammer and fuck this podcast up if we didn't write that shit.
Well, okay. Well, he said he'll unmute himself and he'll do it again.
Oh, don't do it again.
Are you trying to get him shot by his father?
Do it. Hey, do it.
Okay.
No, Steven. Steven.
Let me man do that shit.
You gotta invoke God's wrath.
I am Tunde.
What the
Giddy Bobo. That's a wrap.
I'm gonna put this video. I'm gonna send this video of her doing this. Steven, you better put it in the video at the end so people can see her.